the Vols have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. To the ground with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so
How your whole lineup stars, bro? That's crazy.
A lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint.
Oh, then bring it back, man. Bring it back. Bring it back, nigga.
League champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team.
How your whole lineup stars, bro? Talk to me. Talk to me.
We'll see if it costs this offense here.
Why you crying?
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They line up with
You number one, bro. How you got stars everywhere, bro? What you recruited, boy? You got no.
He'll try to pick it up through the
My
air.
God, man. What kind of
Fella downfield and outside. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
It's crazy.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback.
They got all these white boys.
Getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Why don't you throw that?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Bang, bro.
Slip through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Syracuse. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season.
Boy, it's fast.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile.
Hey, you got the stream up, bro? That's supposed to stream in the league.
No hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field. They score a touchdown. They made a statement.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away.
Sugarfoot.
Touchdown.
You say you don't know how it's going to taste?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Quick strike complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Past the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Buchanan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. You got to do a better job reeling it in.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback will audible. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The give to the back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. At the 15, he's loose. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's off to the races. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Syracuse right back at it. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get the...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
And that pass is intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, and they've still got it at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense starts with a short field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Syracuse 14, Tennessee 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays, you want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Rides to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And the sack all the way back into the 5.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Quickly complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Right back to the well.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. I was starting to think about what they would do if they... First down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
Hey, how are you not looking at the ball? Bro?
28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
nice job, nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and that just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh.
Runs through a tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
21, Tennessee, 3.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Bro, don't you gotta punt the ball? It says 4th and 3.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Yes.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He throws one to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
21, Tennessee, 3.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home. Makes a great play for a loss.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. First down for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup on the 33.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Orange. And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTSA delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in San Antonio. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Working that left side now. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The ball's headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, the offense is trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
On second down, he'll fire. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's loose on the right. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a second down pass play. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Brings up fourth down.
One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Cuse! And the stomping has commenced.
And I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Syracuse 42, Tennessee 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch and knocked down. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, you can tell the QB drops back, and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody. Took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. And the defense drags him down. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Third down, man. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down.
Bro, what? Run the clock, bro. What the fuck is you doing?
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Syracuse right back at it. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Touchdown Orange. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Second down coming up. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his back in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. The return never really got started.